Our Parliament's a disgrace. It has really let the people down. And so has that judge, and so has Theresa May. You've let the people down badly. It's not the first time this has happened. For example, in 1653, after learning that Parliament was attempting to stay in session despite an agreement to dissolve itself, it tried to pass a bill where it could enforce its own existence. And Cromwell got to hear about this, and he went down to the Houses of Parliament, and he sat there for a little bit, very silent, listening to a couple of speeches, and then he stood up. Now, this is not recorded on paper, but the speech has been passed down through people who remember it and so on. And you have to, and I think it goes something like this: you've sat too long for any good that you have done for this country. And that applies to this government now. And he was calling them out by name, pointing at them and stamping his feet and telling them, "You drunkards, tricksters, villains, whoremasters, godless, self-seeking, ambitious tricksters. You are no more capable of conducting the affairs of this nation than you are of running a brothel." And he ordered in the troops, and he made the Speaker sit down from his chair, and he emptied the Houses of Parliament. He took the bauble or the mace, and he threw it down on the floor and said, "Away with this bauble." Cromwell was totally disillusioned with Parliament because there was not doing any good, and it's very reminiscent of our Parliament today. And I wish Oliver Cromwell could come back and do the same and get rid of these people, because they are not serving the interests of the British people. Now, I've been in Vienna today, only 4 of us. I was at the British Embassy protesting for Tommy Robinson. You'll see some film coming up in a little while, what we did. Weren't many of us, but I made my protest. I tried to make my point of how disgusted I was with our Parliament for what they've done to Tommy Robinson. They should free him. And I'm not going to stop. And I don't feel embarrassed because there are only 4 of us. I did what I could. I couldn't afford to come over to England because I need a plane ticket, I need a hotel for the night, and I need to hire a car. And I couldn't do all that. But I did what I could. And I'm asking you to do what you can and carry on till Tommy Robinson is free. I'm on the way to Vienna. Free Tommy Robinson, going to the British boat shaft or embassy in English, and whether I'm on my own or not, I don't care. This is a matter of principle, and I'm fighting for his freedom and our freedom at the same time. So see you when we get to Vienna. You have these Muslim gangs in Mexico.
It's
too?
not so strong like here. They want to make like a mosque or something, but the Mexicans are no way.
Yeah, they don't like it in Slovakia.
They will not do it because
they don't like it in Hungary or Romania, Bulgaria.
I saw this video from Poland, because everywhere, I think is it Krakow or Warsaw, somewhere they're going to have something today as well.
Yeah.
And I even posted there. If somebody from you Polish people is in Vienna, 10 a.m. come here.
Yeah, that's nice. So we're outside, look, and we've just been shouting.
You know.
And she's got hers. Apparently, I've just been told you have to register if you want to demonstrate, otherwise the police can come and arrest you. So here's the soldiers coming here, look, they're coming to arrest us. They're coming to arrest us. They've got guns, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Free Tommy Robinson! Free Tommy Robinson! Free Tommy Robinson! Free Tommy Robinson!
Okay, hey guys, this is a 360 degrees video, so you can move it with your finger or with your mouse on the screen. We are here in London. It will be, I think, at 3 p.m. Yeah?
Yeah, 3 p.m.
There's going to be thousands.
3 p.m.
Yeah.
There will be one in London.
We support you guys. We are not in London, unfortunately, but yeah.
How you doing?
Hello. How are you? Hello.
Good, danke.
And I mean, Austrians, they don't wake up. They haven't woken up already. So
I've been telling Austrians for years, be careful, because it will happen here. And one guy threatened to report me. He says, "You're a racist." I said, "No, I'm not. I'm trying to protect you, you fool."
Yeah, this is
you know,
so
I said,
silly.
"You wait. This was 12 years ago.
Oh my God.
This was 12 years ago."
Yeah.
When you could walk around here and not see any Muslim faces or very few foreigners, very few. But now they are everywhere. Yeah. That's okay if they're not causing a problem.
No, and
You mark my words, in 5 or 10 years' time, maybe 10, then Sadiq Khan will go for
don't tell me.
British Prime Minister. He will go for it. And he will serve the interests of the Muslim community, not the British people. I guarantee it. That's why why do you think he's mayor? He's aiming higher.
No,
He's aiming higher.
Okay, saludos.
So we're doing the best we can. We just
Yes, at least to show them that
we show them that there's something happening.
Can you come this side?
I hope you see this. Yep.
So we
Okay.
can-
Sure. I'll go there.
This side.
Okay. So he wants to film us. We're all being filmed. Okay. He's filming us.
Ay,
Oh,
sorry.
sorry.
So
Okay, you get.
here is.
Yourself?
We're making a real impact. All 4 of us.
Wow.
It just shows you how many people admire freedom of speech.
Yep.
So from a population of 1 million, I think, is it in Vienna?
Yeah, it's about almost 2.
2 million. Sorry, 2 million population,
Shame.
and only 4 of us turn up. That's 2 people per million. Yeah. Not good. Here's the soldier boys. Look,
We are 4, but I'm sure there is more people somewhere.
they're not going to bother us. I don't know whether anybody's called the police. They won't bother us unless we cause a big problem, and we're not doing that.
If there is a police,
We just want the people in that building right there to know
yeah, if there is a
that we're against what the British government is doing. Closing down free speech and closing down people like Tommy Robinson, who's done nothing. You should free him. You arseholes, you should free him.
Actually,
You report back. You report back to England. What's happening here?
It's disgusting, and I hate our society for being, for becoming, having become like that, ignorant and.
I guess
That's the government.
we cannot do much more here. Nobody's looking out the windows.
no, but at least the presence and the internet they will check. So it is
Yeah.
good. Now the media is very powerful.
Yeah, it is very powerful. And my video will be online today.
Yeah, I will put your name, I will address you and everything.
Thanks, you're a
Yeah,
gentleman.
of course, yeah.
Free Tommy Robinson. Are you on our side?
They don't even know what we're talking about. They don't get.
Yeah, they
That's
do.
The problem with young
Americans,
people.
then.
The problem with young people.
They
as
don't
well.
care,
They're so ignorant about a lot of things, and it's concerning them. It's concerning them, and their
It's not
children.
that so much. They just don't want to get involved.
Yeah.
You know, some people are scared of what they call lashback. Do you know what that means? It means if you say something, they're scared of what might come back.
Yeah.
And I've never been like that. I speak my mind. Whether you were here or the Queen of England, I would not change myself.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I would
that's
just
good,
say,
What do you think?
I would say, you fucking ashlock, you have the power to get him free. Get him free.
Yeah.
And I would say that to the
Well,
Queen.
maybe they have the power to get him free. I mean, all these politicians.
Of course they have the power to get him free.
But
They could set him free tomorrow. Because he's been arrested and imprisoned falsely.
Yeah,
he did nothing
everybody
wrong.
knows that.
He just called out that Muslim grooming gang. And they won't call him out. Them guys are working.
Wait, that's great what
Yeah,
you're saying.
yeah.
Now, maybe they're on bail or something, and Tommy Robinson's. And look what they've done. And Tommy Robinson's locked up. It's absolutely disgusting.
So how about your friends back in the UK or here? Are they having the same opinion as you? Or?
Yeah, many of
can
them
you
are. Well, I got 1,500 views on that 2-minute video. So a lot of people, a lot of Americans supporters.
Yeah, no, American.
A lot of American supporters, and we need them because when you think about it, America has always been a very staunch friend of England because they came to our aid in 2 world wars. Without them,
World War, Selena. She learned about it for the whole year. Second World War, the whole year.
My father was in North Africa, Geoghegan Rommel.
Yeah.
My father. and then in Italy, the invasion of Salerno.
Okay.
And he was actually affiliated to an American army under General Patton. So my father was fighting under General Patton in North Africa and in Italy. So I'm proud of my dad, and he fought. If he could come back now and see how the world has changed, he would turn in his grave. Alright fellas, I'm on my way back home, back from the embassy. Only 4 of us there. We did a little bit of a protest, done a little bit of shouting. What can you do with 4 people? But at least I tried to make my point, and I made it in front of the British Embassy. That's the best I could do, Tommy. But maybe there'll be some more in the future, and if there is, I'll be there supporting you, brother, until you're out.